Okay. My name is Drew. I do a little bit of singing and a little bit of guitar.
I'm John. I do drums and try to sing, but they don't let me sing.
And I'm Dominic, and I play bass and I sing backup.
The band started kind of as a side project for me back in how long ago?
I don't know if he was born yet.
I don't know. I think you guys were still in diapers, but yeah, kind of a studio like side project thing that kind of evolved into a live show and a full record and everything, and took a long break or a hiatus and just kind of come back to it the last like 4 months or so. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met these guys. They've been playing in local bands and recording in my old studio that I had, and kind of suckered them into leaving their old bands and coming to join the old guy and do what we do.
Now he babysits us at shows and
Yeah.
I was in a couple bands from high school. A band called Replacing Sydney was one of them. It was kind of poppier, kind of like Thrift Store Heroes. And then after that, there was a band called They Trump that I was in, and that was a little more crazy. And I like to say that it made me a better drummer, but people just said it was weird. And it was pretty cool, though. I enjoyed it, but... And then, that kind of dwindled away. And then I met Drew, and he came drinking on my 21st birthday and said he needed a drummer. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And here I am 6 years later.
Yeah, I played with a few pop rock bands before, notably Fifth Wall. Similar style, similar feel to it. So when Drew asked me to play bass and do some backup, it just kind of seemed like the right thing to do. Also, he recorded my band before, so we were well known in the past, so for quite some time.
Personally, I kind of view music as kind of like a chili. The more ingredients you kind of throw in there, the different it kind of makes it. My influences are going to be different from, John's or Dominic's, and that is what kind of makes the band what it is. Something that, Dominic might listen to, he'll hear something that I won't, and it just adds to kind of, the direction of where things are going. My influences mainly come from pop music. Anything from like the 80s, whether it's, the hair metal stuff or the synth pop or whatever, that kind of stuff. Just, yeah. Because I was in college then. Yeah, that's just where I go back to. So I expect some keyboards on some music in the future.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn now. I don't want to say like I have, I'm influenced by all kinds of stuff. I don't have, a favorite drummer. Some people are, Neil Peart or Travis, and I like it all. I listen to every kind of music. If it's something that I think of, Drew or Dom will write a song, and I tried to make up a cool beat for it, but it could have came from anywhere. And I just kind of go with it, and one day you'll catch me listening to the Tupac, and then I'll be listening to Celine Dion the next day, so it doesn't really matter to me.
You listen to Celine Dion? Now hiring drummers.
And for me, it's probably more of a hard rock, classic rock kind of classic rock kind of view. It took a while. I mean, I listened to a lot of poppy stuff, but lately it's been all about classic rock.
Full length we did a while back, actually before these guys were in the band, called Moving On. You can get that through our website, I believe. If not, get a hold of us on Facebook or MySpace. We also I did a solo EP. Well, actually, it was a full length, wasn't it? Yeah, 12 songs would be a full length. Yeah. Some of that stuff is on there as well, and we're currently in the studio working on a new EP.
And it's the same process, working on a full length.
Yeah, and the writing for the full length is it's hard to write and record at the same time when you're writing and recording two completely different things. But yeah, we stay busy.
It's expected to drop next month, actually.
Yeah, we are doing a pretty big show in Chicago at Congress Theater. It's like a big local showcase type thing on June 18th, and it should be up online, all your typical download stores by the June 18th date.
What's it called? Evolution.
It's called Evolution Music Festival.
Yes.
I believe it's Evolution Festival Music.com, I believe. Evolution Music Festival.
Musicfestival.com.
I don't know.
We should learn the names of these festivals.
EvolutionMusicFestival.com.
That is weird.
We can edit this, right? John.
Nothing.
John says, I got nothing. That's all I said.
Energetic, pop, fun.
Harmonies.
Definitely harmonies, melodies.
That aren't auto-tuned. We actually do sing in key.
Yeah.
70% of the time.
Or at least we try to. We try to 70% of the time. That's our goal.
Most people just sit there like, so that's how.
That's because they're old and they don't. It's just my mom. My mom comes to a lot of the shows.
And I expect some more keyboard in the future.
Definitely some more keyboard.
Yeah.
And
maybe John singing.
Yeah.
No, I promise you that will not happen. If you're paying to see a show, you will not have to hear John. If it's a free show, though, John's singing.
Yeah. They don't give me any credit.
So don't come to the free shows. That's ridiculous, Doug.
International Pop Overthrow is the little festival we played. It's kind of a nationwide, actually worldwide.
We've been in this is the fourth year.
Fourth year, yep.
Thanks to David Bash, who's a pretty stand-up individual. He's a really cool guy.
He's a Yankee fan, but we'll let that slide. He's been doing it he's done, I think this was his 10th or 11th year in Chicago, and we have done it 3 times in Chicago, and this was our second time in Milwaukee. In Milwaukee, it's in a place called Linneman's, which is on Locust Street. Really, really cool place. The owner's really rad. And he just, goes through the internet and, finds like pop bands that he really likes and, gets them on like showcase shows. And, it's really good because it's really good from a media standpoint and promotion. And then, of course, to network with other bands. So, what he's doing is really making a difference, at least for, what we do.
It's more than just a couple shows, too. He's got like kind of like a newsletter or book that goes around all the shows,
Yep.
And, there was friends of ours that were in Chicago, and they went to a show down here in Chicago and seen us in the book. So, it's obvious that, the word spreads pretty good. And, he does shows overseas, and maybe if Drew likes the Yankees for a little while, he'll bring us to Liverpool, and that'd be kind of cool.
Go Yankees.
We are all working class heroes.
Woo!
Yeah.
With the thrift store motif.
Saving you discounts on newly used items. Yes. Now, we all just work common jobs trying to support the music.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I paint, I clean carpets, I'll wash your car. You need windows done, I'll do that. I don't do toilets. Tough break. Pretty much whatever, just to kind of, fuel the band, basically, and throw more money into the music and be able to, keep doing what we're doing. It gets expensive sometimes.
Yeah, speaking of expensive, I take the train downtown every day, and then I sit on Facebook all day.
He doesn't.
It's a hard job. It's
Seriously.
a hard job.
He texts me like every 15 minutes. I'm like, don't you work?
Between phone calls.
Yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, someday I won't need to work anymore.
One day we'll laugh. Jobs. I remember those. Just I think the websites, thriftstoreheroes.com, and then you can catch us on Facebook, and I think we still have a MySpace page, right?
Yeah, it's there. It's going to be updated tonight now.
Most of that should be linked off of our main page, the thriftstoreheroes.com page.
Catch us on Twitter. Occasionally, Drew texts things while he's in the restroom. It's
Or in the
it's
shower.
My phone's not waterproof.
Well, that's why you hang out in the shower.
Like hanging out, texting.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Whenever you get a good idea, you want the public to know.
Yeah.
You got a
Shows
bunch
are
of
up there.
on
Yeah.
there.
Come out, check a show. We'll hang out usually. If you keep buying us drinks, we'll hang out longer. That tends to happen sometimes.
You got to catch before they put me on my limit, though. So
You hit the limit before sound check. Jeez, Johnny.
now everybody can
Jeez.
drink a lot.
Yeah, whatever.
Kool-Aid
So-
only. We love Kool-Aid.
We do love Kool-Aid. We've drank 4 pitchers during this interview. Thank you for having us. It's been awesome. We appreciate it. And let's do it again. Like tomorrow.
Done?
Bye.
Not done. Now we're done.
Now we're done.